Hey, son, what are you in deep thought about?
I'm visualizing my new career.
Oh, yeah? Sounds intriguing.
Right. What would you know?
I just thought that...
Blah, 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 blah. You have no idea where my real genius lies. All these years, pushing me to the most practical jobs, no thought for my needs, for my creative calling.
I don't know if filmmaking is the most practical job. But tell me, what's this new adventure you're thinking of?
Yeah, make fun of me if you want, you sick parental dream crusher. I have the most brilliant idea. Picture this. Mickey, the ventriloquist dog, and his human dummy.
Okay, I'm listening.
The dog is posing as the ventriloquist. Sometimes it's a puppet dog, sometimes it's a real dog. People love a show with pets.
Well, you're right about that.
So I, the human puppet, start the conversation off with something funny or witty.
How will the audience know you aren't just talking? Because you're a human.
I'll be talking in a high comical voice, like a puppet, being controlled by the dog puppet.
Okay.
The dog puppet will also call me dummy all the time so they know who's the dummy.
Oh, I think they'll know.
Anyway, the show goes along with hilarious splendor, with the human dummy always making fun of the dog puppet.
Oh, of course.
Then it's time for the big reveal.
Okay, bring it on.
My animal wrangler.
You have an animal wrangler?
You need people for these types of big acts. What do you know about show business anyways?
Okay, keep talking.
So I was saying, my animal wrangler comes onto the stage and covers us with a huge blanket and switches dogs.
Is this like a magic thing?
Kind of.
Isn't this going to kill the whole illusion?
What do you mean?
Well, if you're going to switch from a puppet dog to a real dog, should the audience see it happening right there in front of them?
That's what the blanket's for.
I don't think that'll be enough.
It's a huge blanket.
Eh,
It's a really big stage and the audience is pretty far back.
I don't know if you want to rely upon that.
Look, there are still details I have to work out, but overall, this idea is killer.
What happens when the real dog appears?
At first, he starts talking with the help of my ventriloquism and asks me questions, which again, I have funny retorts.
Why bring out the real dog when he just does the same thing as the puppet?
You'll get to see more of my amazing ventriloquist abilities.
And when did you pick up those?
They're evolving quickly. Hey, how you doing? My name's Ricky the dog and I'm controlling this dummy. See?
Interesting. So, what does the real dog do different?
You idiot, it's a real dog talking, live. No one has ever seen that.
Okay, so how are we going to see it?
Oh, right. Mickey doesn't have to talk through his mouth. He can talk through ESP projection.
Projection?
We go from the ventriloquism to Mickey actually talking with advanced ESP,
How does that work?
where the dog thinks the thought and everyone hears the thought out loud through ESP projection.
That's quite a skill.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Assuming the dog can really do this, why don't you just make him the show?
What do you mean?
People would come to see a dog that can talk through ESP projection in a heartbeat.
What job would I have?
I don't know. Managing the act, animal wrangler?
I don't want to do that. I want to be the star of the show.
Sorry to say, son, but once the people hear that talking dog, you won't be the star of the show anymore. Actually, you never were.
Well, screw him. See if Mickey gets any club work from me after that kind of backstabbing attitude. I'm gonna stick with my old job.
Son, it sounds like it's for the best.